Welcome to this short video introducing Sukhita Yoga and TWIM meditation. Now in Sukhita Yoga we concentrate on moving away from an emphasis on the physical body to an energetic body that provides us support, and this can be very helpful in the TWIM meditation. Now, to access that energetic body, what we look at is our energetic center. And that's below the navel, halfway in the body. And it's enough to bring our attention there for our body to feel this support if we begin to relax. So one easy way of just working with this is to soften the back of your knees, relax your shoulders, have the center in mind, and just rest your body into this posture. When we bring our attention here, our energetic body provides the structure and support we need. So this is very helpful in the sitting meditation. But what we also need to do is relax the tension out of our body. And we do that, excuse me, we do that by rotating the inner thighs just a little to relax our hips and dropping the inner edge of our shoulder blades down our spine, and that gives a rotation to our shoulder blades which opens up the space around our heart. Then we feel this tension releasing out of our body. To complete that, we smile. And smiling is such an important part of Sukhita Yoga and TWIM meditation. So to bring that into your sitting practice, first of all, sit down, sit comfortably. Now you might be sitting in a chair, you might be sitting on the floor. Softly rotate the inner thighs. Is a very small movement, but what you'll notice is your hips release. Bring your attention to your energetic center just below the navel, halfway in the body, and just expand that forward a little. And drop the inner edge of your shoulder blades and smile. And what you'll notice is that your spine becomes much more fluid. Now, as you expand from the center forward or back, you feel your body rising. Find a place where your body feels like it's in balance. And balance is a place where we don't feel tension in our body. Don't feel tension in our lower back, don't feel tension in our spine, and our head feels light. It's helpful to raise the back rim of your pelvis a little so that the pelvis can tilt forward, and that can be in a chair or sitting on the floor, and that enables you to release your lower back much more easily. So here we then have a posture which is free of tension but very alert. Having made the decision to be supported from your center, you don't need to place your attention there anymore. So now you can begin to place your attention where the TWIM meditation requires. So in TWIM meditation, what we're looking at in Tranquil Wisdom Insight meditation, we use the Brahma Viharas: loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity as our meditation object. Now, when we bring the loving kindness up, and we start with the loving kindness, we're not trying to concentrate on the loving kindness, but simply be aware that it's there. So it's not the features and attributes of loving kindness that we focus on. In TWIM meditation, what we focus on is the movements of mind away from our meditation object and how to bring them back. Bhante Ramsey described meditation as paying attention to how mind's attention moves from one mind state to the next. So, to begin the Tranquil Wisdom Insight meditation, we first of all need to connect to the feeling of loving kindness. So, give yourself permission to feel a happy memory. Something really simple. Something that's a natural source of joy and delight. And give yourself the time for this memory to help you find the feeling of loving kindness. There's no hurry here. So when you allow yourself to be patient, you'll gradually feel this feeling of loving kindness coming through. It might happen quite quickly. It may take a little more time. Don't be in a hurry. Now, when the feeling begins to arise, that feeling is the object of your attention. Not in trying to hold on to it, but simply being aware that it's there. You'll know when you no longer need the memory, because the connection with the feeling will become clear. At that point, simply allow the feeling to fade back. You don't need to hold on to it. So now when we have this feeling present, the meditation is about understanding that we feel this. So knowing for ourselves. And we stay with that awareness. Inevitably, our mind will become distracted. And if we get distracted completely away from this feeling, then what we do is we use the 6 R's. The first R is to recognize that we're no longer with the feeling of loving kindness. If we've just got mild distracting thoughts in the back of our mind or a sensation in the body, but we're still present with the feeling of loving kindness, just pay those no attention. You don't need to do anything else. Just come back to the feeling of loving kindness. But if you've been taken away completely, as often happens, then recognizing that that's happened is the first step of mindfulness. You've re-established your mindfulness in that recognition. So then, don't judge yourself. Don't criticize yourself for not being with the feeling of loving kindness, because you're now aware. This is the meditation. So once you notice your mind has been drawn away, you're already meditating again. So then, release away from whatever's distracted you. It might be a sensation in the body, an image in the mind, an external sound, a thought. Simply turn your mind away from that to become aware of any tension you feel around your brain or in your body. And when you notice that tension, just make a single attempt to soften around it. Once you've made that attempt, re-smile. So this is the 4th R. Return to the feeling of loving kindness. And if it's faded away, just allow the memory to come back until it's there again. and expect to repeat this many times in your practice. But each time you do it, each time you go around that cycle of the 6 R's, you're retraining your mind to bring your attention back to the feeling of loving kindness and away from what distracted you. As we develop this more and more, our meditation practice gets deeper and deeper and deeper. So don't worry about the number of times you 6R. Think of going to the 6R or doing the 6 R's as going to mindfulness gym. The more repetitions you do of the 6R, the stronger your mindfulness will develop. So it's helpful rather than a hindrance to our practice. And remember, Tranquil Wisdom Insight Meditation is a smiling meditation. So try to keep your smile going all the way through your practice. Be kind to yourself. And as you develop this feeling of loving kindness, after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, then begin to share it with others. So think of that in terms of expanding out from where you are. Share it with whoever's in the nearest proximity to you. And then again, further out, and further out, and further out, until you're embracing all beings. So this is a way of becoming familiar with working with loving kindness. And if we allow ourselves to share this feeling of ours, it helps us become less attached to that feeling as just my own, and seeing that it's beneficial for all people. Whenever you notice your mind distracted, simply apply the 6 R's again. Recognize that that's happened. Release away from whatever distracted you. Relax any tension around your brain and in any other part of your body. Just once. Doesn't matter if the tension disappears. The intention to relax is really helpful. Re-smile. Return to the feeling of loving kindness and expect to repeat this many times. After you've completed your period of meditation, and that might be 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20, half an hour, allow yourself to become aware of the sensation of sitting on the floor again. Softly smile. Relax any tension around your brain. Take a deep breath. And gently open your eyes. So this is a very brief introduction to the benefits of Sukhita Yoga and TWIM meditation, and how to set yourself up